Good morning, students. So yesterday we have discussed about the positive and negative points of the Soviet system. And do you remember the negative points? And these negative points force the authorities of USSR to make some reforms in the system. In 1985, Gorbachev became the General Secretary of Communist Party, and you must know this thing. In USSR, the person who is appointed as General Secretary of Communist Party, he is also working as President of USSR. Gorbachev has seen all the negative features and he thought to reform the system of USSR, and he proposed some reforms. First reform that he introduced, that was to normalize the relations with the West. Yesterday we have discussed that USSR was lagging behind in technology. So Gorbachev tried that USSR should have normal relation with the Western countries. One more negative feature we have discussed, that people were not having freedom of speech, there was no democracy. So second reform that was introduced by Gorbachev, that was introduction of democracy in USSR. Third point is that Gorbachev wanted that there should be revolution in the field of information and technology because it was lacking behind as compared to the Western countries. Economic problems were there, political problems were there. We have studied yesterday that the bureaucracy became as more powerful, the rights were not given to the people, economy was not proper there, and USSR had to import the food and economy had become stagnant. So Gorbachev also introduced the reforms. Now the students, we will discuss the causes of disintegration of USSR. First, negative features of Soviet system that we have discussed yesterday. All these points you have to write in the causes of disintegration of USSR. Second is reforms introduced by Gorbachev. I have just taught you that 4 reforms were introduced by Gorbachev in USSR, and these were also responsible for the disintegration of USSR. And one more thing, I have told you yesterday that Russia was the largest republic and other republics, they were feeling themselves as suppressed. So the third cause of the disintegration of USSR was that the people of East European countries, they were against their own government and they were against USSR. Means they were having problem with their government and with USSR also, and there was the rise of the feeling of nationalism. Means the countries of Eastern Europe which were a part of USSR, now they wanted to become independent. One thing I must tell you, that the reforms introduced by Gorbachev has motivated them. Now they wanted the democracy that was prevailing in the other countries of Europe, means Western countries of Europe which were a part of USA bloc. They wanted such type of technology, they wanted such type of democracy, they wanted such type of technology and rights, all the things. So now they decided now that they will not be a part of USSR. After that, in 1991, there was a coup by the Communist Party hardlines. And what happened in 1991? Russia, Ukraine and Belarus, they have declared that from today USSR is disbanded, means disintegration of USSR. Students, you must know this thing, that the countries of Eastern Europe, they wanted that there should be disintegration of USSR, but the countries of Central Asia, they did not want to be separated from USSR. They wanted to be a part of USSR. The feeling of nationalism was among the people of Eastern Europe countries, not the countries of Central Asia. So, in December 1991, Russia, Ukraine and Belarus has declared the disintegration of USSR, and after that Communist Party was banned and capitalism and democracy were adopted in place of socialism and communalism. And what happened? Commonwealth was formed, CIS, Commonwealth of Independent State was formed. 15 republics, they arose on the map of the world. Russia became the successor of USSR. As you know that USSR was the permanent member of Security Council of United Nations. So that seat, that permanent seat of Security Council was given to Russia. And not only this seat was given, all the international treaties which were signed by USSR, that was also, all these treaties were also accepted by Russia now. And all the commitments which were made by USSR, they were also accepted by Russia now. And after this, the old Soviet Union became dead, and not only dead but buried also. So students, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will discuss about the consequences of disintegration of USSR. Till then, bye bye.